Inside the strong stone walls of the castle at Wallingford, Matilda's men held firm against a brutal siege by forces loyal to King Stephen. King Stephen's army had constructed a fortified perimeter outside the castle, trapping Matilda's men inside. However, reinforcements were on the way from Matilda's son Henry. Her forces needed to hold the walls until they arrived.
Fej med og but. Harkeneth all. Hikkel and Geen on the ripper railings no.
Hoping to claim Wallingford, King Stephen's siege forces launched a renewed attack on the castle. Matilda's forces repelled the attack and held the castle.
Testers for this reader.
Intendeth freckles.
Every chan. See take the feather uta every chan.
Freckles haklid and they ne'er hurteth no one.
Put they off. That will be done.
Hoping to crack the mighty stone walls of Wallingford, King Stephen's forces launched another attack.
Set i ara hestas. Redende ronka stecheren. Hafat at her.
Matilda's forces held firm against the attack, cutting down the enemy soldiers. Henry and Matilda's forces struck out at the besieging army, weakening the enemy's hold on Wallingford's perimeter.
Líderes y ready for Estes.
Nu, Tulke, it's libe to hear it. As mean a word. Fed. He shall lay the yard.
The enemy line wavered as Matilda's forces cut down the besieging army, clearing another section of the blockade.
Alla Knites Jan. Forwarde Knites to stir. Obeisance is alle unto.
Matilda's forces received word that Henry's troops were getting closer to Wallingford. Soon the combined numbers of the two armies could tip the scales in their favor. Matilda's forces overwhelmed the enemy and cleared the castle's perimeter. last Henry's reinforcements approached Wallingford. United under Matilda's banner, the two armies were ready to engage Stephen's forces. The joint forces of Matilda and Henry had thwarted King Stephen's siege of the strategic castle at Wallingford. After over a decade of conflict, Matilda's claim to the throne was still alive. At Wallingford, in the shadow of the castle, Matilda's faction, commanded by her son Henry, proved it was still willing to fight King Stephen for the crown. But after 15 years of conflict, both sides had had enough. So, they made a deal. Matilda would surrender her claim to the throne on condition that when Stephen died, her eldest living son Henry would succeed him. A year later, he was crowned King Henry II and proceeded to grow the kingdom into the mighty Angevin Empire. But, once again, what the king had spent his life building, his own children were destined to destroy. King Henry II had 4 surviving legitimate sons, and he planned to divide up his kingdom between them. But they fought bitterly for dominance. Against the odds, Henry's youngest son, John, became king. But King John was deeply unpopular. He lost huge swathes of the Angevin Empire gained by his father, then failed to reclaim them in expensive battles. Paid for by taxing his subjects. Eventually, England's barons could take it no more. They forced John to agree to a charter that restricted his power, the Magna Carta. But he went against his word. Furious, they rebelled, inviting Prince Louis of France to invade England. In 1216, Louis sailed to Dover and set his sights on taking this, Dover Castle. Held by forces loyal to King John, it was commanded by Hubert de Burgh. He described the castle as the key to England. He was right. If it fell to the French, so would the kingdom. Asked to invade by the rebel baron, Commander Hubert de Burgh